Hey guys, what is up? Welcome to the State of Crypto, one-stop source for all crypto-related news and technicals. I'm your host Martin, and I think the music didn't shift levels. It did. Awesome, thank you guys for being here for this awesome stream. Now, if you're catching this from live, welcome. And if you're catching the replay and have any suggestions for us, please leave us a comment below. I really want to know what you're thinking. Also, if you want to be up to date with the latest crypto-related news and technicals, make sure you subscribe, hit that like button, and that bell so you're notified when we go live. And if you want to keep on chatting with us once the stream is done, you can join us on the Discord. Links will be posted here in the stream. You're going out right now. Oh, YouTube didn't want to go out, so. There's your chat. Yeah, I didn't load here. That's why. I'll go over from here. It's so good with the new setup, guys. Someone asked, how's the new setup coming along? It kicks butt. So, let me anchor this here to the top in the message. There we go. So let's see who's in the house, man. Let's do a quick roll call. Jeff, what's up? Matt Bias, what's up, dude? How's it going? Man, miss me? Sure, man. We did. How's the setup coming along? Dude, it's coming along. Yes. George streaming, so some people may come over later. That's fine. I'm not sure who George is, but that is cool. Man, I'm ready to see some A grade charting. Awesome, dude. Jake, you just want to see some charting? Awesome. Huh. Hey guys, truth. The truth, Andrew. I'll tell you the truth. Nothing but the truth. Yeah, let me get this going right. Again, it's a new setup. I'm still getting the feel for it and trying to get used to where things are on the setup. That's the first time going live with it, and I'm not sure if this is the way things are going to be once I am, or once these skills on 100%. So it's just a bit of a hit and miss, I guess. One quick second, guys. One quick second. One quick second, daughter walked in. That was fun. Anyways, another streamer that does strictly news. People, a lot of you subscribers. I mean, he doesn't do TA. Awesome, dude. He doesn't do TA. That's okay. John Boyd, what's up, dude? Using a green screen? It looks so sweet. No, I'm not using a green screen. This is actually the wall, man. Like, that's a painting, and this is a wall, legit wall. No green screen. Yes, no green screen. This is a real setup. My favorite analyst. Thank you, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, dude, it's the actual screen. Like, look, here's a light. I can put my hand in front of it. The other light's somewhere over here. So no green screen, man. No green screen. Real legit light. Yeah, it's real. It looks cool, right? Looks cool. I got this painting. Let's see if I can get into focus. There we go. Much better. 100% legit. Yeah, I know, dude. It's cool, right? It's cool, man. The desk, it's standing desk, which is pretty cool. Thank you guys for that. I mean, thanks to your kind donations, I was able to get this new setup going. I'll show you a picture here shortly. Just let me move this somewhere. I haven't determined where this needs to go, but I think we'll put it here, I guess. So I can check the levels, and then this will just become something smaller. I guess that's fine. Again, still coming up with the new setup. So, not sure if things are gonna stay like this right now for the stream, but for at least for tonight's stream, they will be like this. I am the green screen. I know. I'm digitized onto the screen. Let me show you this. All right, let's go to the main screen where the magic happens. And I noticed that this is too short, so we'll make this a little bit larger here. So since I got a new screen, new screen here, I'm not sure how things are looking. So I have 4 screens. I'm running 4 screens. I have one over here, one over here, one over here, and then one over here. And they are pretty cool, man. They're pretty legit. I'm still getting used, like I said, to a new setup. I'll show you guys this picture real quick. Remember, this room is a storage room, and there's still a lot of stuff that's still moving around. So I purposely it's an office, and I took a space to make this let's say the setup for this. But this is what the room's looking like, right? So 1 screen, 2 screens, 3 screens, 4 screen, laptop stand. This is my work laptop, not my legit laptop, but you know, mouse, keyboard, stream deck, nice little deck here to put stuff on, and you know, PC tower, headset, mic. It's pretty good, man. It's pretty legit. So yeah, that being said, it's cool. I'm the Matrix. I'm not the Matrix. It's dope, but gambling leash needs to be fed with more flashing lights. Oh, bro, yeah, I got rid of the Christmas lights. They're no longer here, man. Hope your neck doesn't start cramping where all the different directions you have to look. I don't. It's not that bad. If I'm sitting here, this the screens. I can see all the screens out of my peripheral vision. So it's not that much I gotta move, right? Like one's here, one's here, one's here, and then the other one's here. That's it. Seamus is somewhere around here. He's here. Shit-an, Seamus. He's still here. Haven't gotten rid of him. He just hasn't come out yet, so it's all good. Anyways, let's get rolling with the market, right? Notice that he was tweaking more than it, right? It's just yeah, I want to get done with the charting, dude. Yeah, it's all good. Again, I'm super excited, man. It's like kidding Christmas, right? Anyways, oh no, he's not gonna go into the trash pile ever, man. Anyways, what's happening with the market? Bullish divergence, action to the upside. We're still climbing slightly. Not liking the way this consolidation is going. It's taking forever for us to break up. We're just moving sideways mostly right now for the last couple of days. High to low, positive, less positive, and we're going low to high here. Finally, let's check. Nope, high to low still. So there's nothing bearish here on the market. I like the new setup. I know, I like the new setup too, man. Thanks for letting me know. So, anyways, going up, right? Upslope consolidation usually tends to break down, and what I'm noticing here is that we're making some sort of like a flag like this, we could say. All right, maybe like a rising wedge of sorts. I don't like that. It usually tends to break down. But, you know, bullish divergence. Still waiting for it to move. Should be trying to aim for a 1.57 trillion. Right now, sitting at 1.42 trillion, and to the downside, we have 1.3 trillion dollars there. So let's go check out the Bitcoin dominance. Bitcoin, where is it at? Bitcoin dominance, low to high, right? High to low. Bearish divergence, action to downside. If you were not live here a couple days ago, we called this one out. So, you know, bearish divergence been breaking down since. Low, lower, low. Low to high. Are we going negative, more negative? I doubt it. Let's see here. Negative, less negative, and low to high. Nothing here that is bullish. We still have this strong bearish, and we're moving down that on Bitcoin dominance. You know, losing a little bit of dominance yesterday, 1.10. Losing dominance still today, 0.09 at 44.93. Bitcoin price at $34,053. Let's zoom in here. I'm gonna go to the other chart first. Right, we're breaking a support that we had. Right, so it might be going short-term bearish. This is the chart I'm looking for, right? Someone the other day pointed out that Bitcoin might be doing a sort of falling wedge, and that we could be looking for some action to break us down somewhere, right? So, who was it? It was the other day. I did a stream on the Discord 2 days ago. Some of you guys might have been there. I've been setting up this room for some days now, but they were going with this idea that Bitcoin was within a falling wedge. We're gonna break somewhere around August, I guess. But the falling wedges tend to break to the upside, right? So we have a falling wedge in Bitcoin. We do have this bullish divergence. We're moving up slightly, right? And just to confirm that, right, I'm gonna show you here. Yeah, bullish divergence here, potential action to the upside. So we're gonna go here real quick. Let's get this on auto. No, auto. There we go. I'm seeing quite a lot here to make it look a little bit better. There we go. Right, so Bitcoin, this was the neckline to break for this double bottom. We're gonna get rid of this. I don't think we're gonna go with that double bottom anymore. It doesn't look like we did fairly good with it. And this was just a resistance line. We did create some divergence here. 2 days ago, it was hidden, bearish. Moved us down, found support beautifully at 33,090. And then we started to climb back up slightly, rejecting that line again. And right now, struggling and breaking below $34,151. So last thing we have, hidden bearish. Again, we need to get above that blue line again. Hopefully to go back on the trend that we were in. And again, we saw a large rejection yesterday, right? Bitcoin was climbing so nice all the way up here to 35,100. Just to pull back down quite a bit. Anyways, neutral at 45.94. Let's go to that 4-hour chart and see what's happening there. Let's get this going, all right? Low to high. Low, lower low. And here, here we go. Right, negative, less negative. So against the RSI, we created some hidden bullish. And that was helping us rally, right? We got it here at support. The next candle strongly rejected lower prices. That is good, right? That is a strong sign. Look at that large wick we had. Very, very nice. So that's we went bullish slightly. High to low, positive, high to low. There's really nothing else building after this move. And this is the reason that we got the small rally. Failed to get higher than the previous high, gives continuation to whatever bearishness we're dealing with. And again, move back down on that slightly. And right now, it just looks as though we're consolidating, right? We're making lower highs every time, but we're also making higher lows every time. So if you want to visualize this, you can visualize it as a triangle of sorts, right? So we're going to put 1 point there, or 1 point there, and then the other points just go somewhere around here, I guess. Right? So we're looking at some sort of triangle pattern consolidation. Of course, this could be a very, very large triangle, right? Could be somewhere around here, right? Consolidating within that triangle for Bitcoin. Now, that's not necessarily bad. It just doesn't mean we're gonna break soon, right? We could still bounce within the triangle. 1, 2, 3, 4, right? We haven't gotten our 5th hit. Usually we break on the 5th. Can I take a look at the weekly? Sure, man, I can look at the weekly. Jason, what's up, dude? On the daily, I'm assuming for Bitcoin, you mean, right? Does it look like a falling bear flag? We'll see. Falling wedge. Yeah. And falling wedges are bullish. There are no falling bear flags. Bear flags are usually rising. Right? So we are moving within this area. And I'll show you here an example of what the flags look like real quick since we're talking about flags. I'm just going to have to go here on this chart, I guess. Alright, let me move this out of the way. Here we go. Alright, so there's types of flags you usually make after your impulse up, right? So you impulse up, and then you flag. You can either have some downsloping consolidation, I guess, right? We can call it like this. This will be a bull flag. The other one you tend to get, it is a channel, right? So there's a falling wedge, right? And you also get your channels. If it's falling, it's bullish, remember, right? They're falling channels. And then you have your small pennants, and pennants tend to look something like this. They're more symmetrical, but they usually just mean continuation, right? You have your pennants, your falling wedges, and your falling channels all tend to be part of your bullish flags, right? So on the other hand, you get your bearish flags. So let's say you get your movement down. Sorry, or even you can get the movement up or down, right? Flags still work the same way. So you can get this rising wedge, right? You can get impulse up and rising wedge. That would be bearish, right? So let's say this. Who wants me to get it? If this was like this, right? Impulse up, rising wedge, it's bearish. So impulse down, rising wedge is bearish, tends to break down. Impulse down, rising channel, right? Tends to break down also, right? Tends to bring that continuation to downside. This brings exhaustion. Now, if you have, let's say, a small pennant here also, right, that you could also form. Pennants usually, after a large impulse down particularly, tend to bring more action to downside. Although it's a symmetrical triangle and they tend to be neutral, when you have it as after a large impulse down, so let's say a bear pull, right, you could get a bearish sentiment continuation. If you're getting on a bull pull, they tend to go to the upside. Now remember, you can get this. Let's say this was the top of the pull. There you go. Pull. Impulse upsloping consolidation tends to break down. Everything that is upsloping consolidation tends to break down. It's bearish. Everything that is downsloping consolidation is bullish. That tends to have you going the other way. Right? So it tends to have you go up, right? So that being said, let's move on and back onto this Bitcoin chart and keep running with this. Anyways, so I'm assuming we're making a sort of symmetrical triangle right now. That's what this looks like for now. So I'm going to go with that idea until we break or create something else. And on that note, I'm going to go to the 1 hour chart and we'll see what happens there. Right? It's good to learn the patterns. It gets confusing sometimes. Yes. It's cloudy. Can't see the moon. Ooh, I get that. Huh. Nice background art. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Yeah, if you guys are interested in something like that, I know the artist made it. So you can contact me and I can get you the details if you want to order something similar. I'm not sure what the going price for it is going to be, but I think it's going to depend on what size you want to get. If anyone's interested, yeah, let me know. You can contact me on the Discord and just tell me there. So let's go here in the 1 hour. Bitcoin the 1 hour, we had this bearish divergence and we had this on the 4th. Now, I wasn't here on the 4th. I did jump live for a stream on Discord. A lot of you guys didn't go there. There was only 3 people there. It was Carrie. Who else was there, man? This is me. And sorry, or does it matter? Or this is me or does it matter? I think it doesn't matter. And I had someone else there, man. What? Oh, hells no. I don't want to restart. Who else do we have in that stream, man? It was a short stream. It was only 3 people. Oh, snap. There's someone else that also comes in here. He's in Japan. I remember all the details from the conversation that we had. I just don't remember the screen name that he uses on the Discord. But anyways, it was pretty cool. And we were talking about this, right? So we talked about this bearishness. We talked about moving down. At some point in time, we were creating some hidden divergence, right? At least to here. And I was really hoping it was going to hold, and it didn't. It just kept on moving down. And, you know, look at this. This is a very nice looking bull trap, right? Look at this. You're moving down, you start a hook, and then it's like, boom, drop again, right? And this drop was really mean. Afterwards, you know, we hit support here, start to bounce back up. That is fine. Here to here, we created some strong bullish divergence, right? That is the area that you want to get in, right? You don't want to get in on this U-shaped hooks that looks like sometimes they can bring recovery, but sometimes they do tend to bring these nasty drops on the when you're setting up bull traps, right? And it had everything that looked like a bull trap, right? It's a very nice round bottom. Started looking as though we're gonna shift that momentum and we're gonna start to go to positive. And all of a sudden it's like, nope, drop again, right? We don't have it against the RSI, but it's doing okay. Low to high, negative, less negative, low to high. Neutral at 49.20, high to low. Not sure. This is negative. I'm going to be hesitant here. Although I do believe we had some kind of bearishness, I'm going to be hesitant. The reason is that we have to anchor from back here. So I'm going to wait on this bearish divergence. And but that is, I believe, the reason that we moved down. Again, trying to recover right now again. And struggling with that 34,151 and the 20 moving average, right? We hit it, we rejected it on the last candle, right? Hit, reject, try to get above it. Right now, back below it. So again, it's just a fight for this zone at 34,151. So what can happen here? Well, if we go back up and get above that 34,151, we're looking for a hit maybe at 34,799, and even then above 35,733, which is the area that I do believe we could be going for. On a movement down, we could be aiming for 33,209 or 33,090, which is an area that we already visited here a couple days today. Look at this. We hit a low, or yesterday. When was this? Yesterday? The 5th. Yeah, yesterday. At 33,100. Almost on the dot. $10 off target. Very nice hit. And bouncing, right? Oh, Crypto Dingo, yes. For the Fallen Witch. I know. Oh, yeah. See, you go with another name here. Crypto Silverback. So it's like, I'm trying to figure out who. But thank you, Crypto Dingo. What? I can't see that, man. Or I can't see him. On the Discord, you mean? Be a little bit more specific. I'm not sure if it's here on YouTube or in somewhere. I haven't seen anyone type with that name here. Yeah. I think someone already deleted it, so it's all good. Anyways, that's what we have right now. Right now, we're just moving sideways. We're not doing a lot. We had to move here, right? This was on the 5th. We had to move here to down. We had to move to the upside here. Right now, we're not creating any kind of divergence. We're just moving sideways. So from this time till today, all this has led us to the same point. So it's sideways motion. Again, remember, Bitcoin is still range bound. It's still in that area that we're not defining where we want to go with Bitcoin. And we can see that here on this other chart that I have. This one's messy, I know. But this chart, once it loads, it'll show you this rectangle. We're still within this area, right? We're still in this area of support resistances. And we're just range bound. So that's the title that I used on the 3rd, I think. And that's just that's what's happening here, man. So not a lot. Still all good. And let's see what else is happening with Ethereum. Ethereum has been playing beautifully, guys. If you have seen Ethereum, it's been doing really, really good. I want to try something out. You guys gotta let me know if this is loud or not. I'm not sure if this is gonna be loud, but I want to test this out real quick. Yeah, I'm rising with the desk. I want to stand up a bit, but I'm not sure how loud that is. Please let me know if it was loud or not. Definitely wanted to stand up here for a bit. Starting to get tired of sitting down. I really, really like the fact that I can stand up here on the desk. Another really, really good feature, man. All right, you guys can hear that. That is amazing. Oh, that's beautiful, man. What's going on, Elon?
What's up?
Right, so Ethereum. Let's go there, man. That's cool. I know. I was dying for Rising Desk, dude. I need to stand up. I wasn't sure if I was gonna be able to do it live, bring the desk up and down while I was live, because you literally didn't hear it. That's all good, man. That's awesome. Because now I can bring the desk up and down as I'm streaming, and I was really worried about the sound. I even had a discussion with someone on Discord about the decibels that it had and how loud it was gonna be, and whether or not I was gonna be able to pull this off on the stream, and I'm glad I can. Look at Ethereum, recovered 5.65% yesterday. How much did Bitcoin pump yesterday? How much? I can't remember, man. Bitcoin yesterday, it pumped 1.59, right? So Ethereum champs at 2,311.71. Ethereum's doing really, really good. I love this, man. Let's bring this mic up a little bit. Got a camera view. There we go. That is awesome, man. I love this. I like standing up, man. New setup, yes. New setup, bro. But Bitcoin was following symmetrical triangle on the 4 hour, which is more of a bearish pattern. Am I seeing this a little bit off? I'm not sure, man. Music covers it. Just curious if you heard it at all with pause. I'm not sure, man. Might have to do a private stream. None of them. The thing here, I have a noise guard for OBS, so you're not gonna be able to hear it so much. But if I'm on the Discord, I don't have that noise guard, so everything goes through, even like the slightest sounds. So it's all good. And I have this very, very nice, comfy standing mat for the standing desk, which allows me to just basically stand up for a long period of time. And it's very, very nice, man. Anyways, Ethereum on the daily. There was bearishness. We've stagnated. We've gone sideways. Oh no, what are we gonna do? Well, you know, we're doing okay. We're not doing that bad. Moving sideways. We're still above 2,307, right? Still above that zone. Still trying to hold on to that as support, which is very nice. If we hold there, the next target to the upside, although we might see something happening around this zone, 2,586. I believe the next strong resistance is going to be around 2,789. That should be our next target if we want to stay on this zone, which would be really good. Again, we have that bearish divergence hidden for action to downside, and that hidden divergence could again bring the price of Ethereum down a bit. We are neutral at 52.19. Let's go to that 4-hour chart. Adrian, what's up? Thank you very much for being here. 4-hour chart. Low to high, high to low. Bearish divergence, strong action to downside. Broke down. We talked about that on the 4th when we were live again on the Discord, guys. Remember, if I'm not here, you should be on the Discord. I post there where I want to be. I wasn't able to be here because I was moving stuff around that day. Oh, I'm blurry. I just noticed that. So let's get the camera to focus back on me. There we go. I think it focused on the frame behind me, which is weird, but it's still pretty cool. So, anyways, low to high, negative, less negative, low to high, high to low, high to low, and high to low. Neutral at 56.98. Nothing else happening here. Bearish divergence strong. Move this down. We're bouncing. Oh wow, it's so cool. But guess what? We're just moving sideways right now. We're starting to consolidate. Look at that, holding that line of support, right? I'm going to draw this. I'm going to change the colors. I'm going to make this on the 4-hour. And what I'm going to do here is I'm going to make this blue. There we go. All right. So we have this. And this tells me that we are holding support, which is very nice. The only thing I don't like is that it seems that we're running out of steam, right? Every time we go higher, right, it has less strength, right? Look at the move here. Look at the move here. It's smaller. Now, we didn't even get higher than the previous high. So this could tell me that we're starting to run out of steam here on Ethereum. Again, bearish divergence breaking us down. Failed to get higher than the previous high, but you know, we're still in this bull trend, which would be this line. And what I believe we could start to build now here would be maybe something like this. And we would be having what seems to be a sort of rising wedge here on Ethereum that usually tends to break down. So how do we know, right? How do we know we're going to break down or not? We don't know until we break. Right now we're in the middle of that zone. Right, it's starting to look like a fallen wedge. We have that bearish divergence. We're failing to get higher than the previous high. So we don't come near this zone again. Very likely we're going to try to break back down. So we should be retesting this area if we want to try to break to the upside. And again, usually rising wedges tend to break down. So just keep that in mind, right? Rising wedges break down, fallen wedges break up. We're neutral at 59.06, but barely, 57.13. But barely there, and we're still pointing down here on the RSI, so that would imply that we're still looking for some potential action to downside. Trampus, what is up, dude? Thank you very much for being here. You love the show? I also love the show, man. And I love the fact that you guys come in here and chat with me. That is awesome. Well, let's go to the 1-hour chart. On the 1-hour chart, remember we had this three rising valleys pattern. We spotted, we talked about it. Look at that very nice play, man. Even though here we came back down to 100%, retested it. Wow, that's freaking wild. That was a very, very large wick here on the retest. We almost tested it 100% spot on, and then we just bounced up again. So, you know, it was a 10% gain. We talked about this, right? It was 6.4 to the 4618. And then if we brought this all the way up here, it was around like, 11% gains. So we talked about this. And then even if you got in on confirmation, right? The first one is getting in prior to confirmation, right? So at the 50% retrace. The other one's getting in at confirmation. Look at confirmation, you get 10.19%. So we talked about this, right? We talked about this the other day. We talked about it being a nice play. We called it out before it happened. How do we know we called it out before it happened? Because we were re-anchored. Remember, we had this anchored to this low here, to that low there, right? And then we had to adjust because we hadn't confirmed making that third valley. And we talked about this and we said, look, we might be going for this third valley. It could come still down to that 20 and still make that third valley. We were looking for that rise. As soon as we started yet again, I would say going around 50%, that we were almost at a 1-to-1 risk reward, right? Which is still very nice. A 1-to-1 risk reward is not that bad, particularly if you're planning that this pattern could break to the upside and bring you more potential rewards, right? So again, it was a pattern that was very, very nice to play. If you played it, it was a free 10%. You could have sold, with trailing stop loss at a 2% drop, and you would still have made some pretty sweet dough at 8%. My setup looks really good. Thanks, man. I appreciate it, man. Much appreciated. I'll share a picture on the Discord later on of how it's looking. It's not done yet, so I don't have cable management done. The reason I don't have cable management done is because this is still slightly temporary. Remember, I'm still haven't gotten my laptop yet. And once my laptop comes in, this desktop is going to go here under the desk. It already has a bracket that I can put it in so I can rise and go down with the desk. Some of my monitors allow me to have two inputs, so I can switch between inputs, and I can run the desktop throughout the day while I'm rendering stuff and still work on these other 3 monitors and just render here on the side. Or even, later on buy an additional monitor just for that desktop so I can anchor and just do the editing there while I just work here on the State of Crypto, and then just have this one for the main stuff, which is usually the streaming part. So that's pretty sweet. Ethereum momentum dying. Yes, I thought about that. Where did I place my fibs? I found Flags. What is up, Mr. Flags? Where do I place the fib levels? Here? It was a very short fib play. Let me zoom in here and I'll show you. All right. So, three rising values, right? 1, 2, 3. Usually how I anchor is I go from the top of the peak to the low of that third valley, right? Once we confirm rising, I will usually getting around 50%. That's usually where I'm calling in my entries for this pattern. And then your break even, like, it's almost a 1.1 to 1, so you win a little bit more if it goes to the upside. So it's pretty nice. Where do I put my fibs in general? All right, from a high point to a low point. That's usually how it rolls. So you always go from a high point to a low point. Let me go to a new chart and I'll show you here's. I'll show you here's. Right. So we'll use this here as an example. I'm gonna go from this high here, right? So from here to here. Well, you want to get them as close as you can. Except when it's noise, when you zoom out, and that line's so thin because we left it way back, then it doesn't really matter that much where you anchor it from at the bottom. But usually at the top you want to be spot on, and then here at the bottom, when they're large like this, you also want to be spot on. So I'm a little bit off here on the green. I'm going to go back and adjust it. There we go. So from the high point to the low point, and then we'll see how we retrace, right? Look at this. We move down, hit that 0, then we moved up, rejected the 382, but held support at the 236. So we know our fibs are good. We pumped to that 50%, dropped back down to the 382, held support, and then pumped again, right? And then here we hit the 786, and get what happened? We dropped from that 786, held support, and then pumped again. So this moved very nicely through the fib levels. That's how you know your fibs are good, because you're hitting all the targets on your fibs, and that's usually where you expect to find some resistance. Now, seeing that this played, you zoom out a little bit more, and then you try to see where you're here on this one. When you go from high to low, you tend to get extensions to the upside, and what extensions to the upside tell you is where the next targets could be. Usually have the 1618, 2618, 3618, and 4618, and that allows me to see where Ethereum could go on a pump. For example, here we should be targeting that 1618 at 2,431. That would be the next target. If I didn't have horizontals like I do on this chart, right, the horizontal supports and resistances that I know could play or place resistance on Ethereum, right? So if I zoom out here, right, we talked about this in Ethereum, right? The next target should be up here, but we know with the fibs that we drew on this other chart that we should have 2 targets at least on the way up that could pose some resistance, 2,400, and then there was another one at 2,600. So right, 2,600. That's usually how I place my fibs. When you want to go, you always want to go from that peak to the bottom part when you're trying to get retraced to the upside. When you're doing the opposite and want to know if you're done with your dumping, you basically go from, when you want to know where you're dumping to, sorry. Right, the first one's when you want to know if you're done with the dumping and where you could go. This one's when you want to know if you're done with your dumping. So here what I'm doing is I'm anchoring from the low point here, right, to the high point here. And what I'm trying to get here is to see where we went. So as you can tell here, we dropped to that 382, bounced, rejected at 236. We also rejected at 20. I'll zoom in here a little bit more so you can see it a little bit better. Right, so we rejected on the next candle. That's fine, it's a rejection. We dropped all the way to that 50%, held at 50%, and after that 50% retrace, we started to pump back up. We're not at 100%, but at least we are above that 236. And this basically brings us to Dow theory. Charles Dow, right, created the Dow Jones. It tells you that you usually get retraced around 50%, But we know most retraces tend to happen within this area here, which is the 382 to that 618, usually called the golden mean ratio. And that is usually where you want to see retraces happening. You can get deeper retraces to 786 or even 100% retraces. But if you're going to retrace and continue, you usually want to see it somewhere around this zone. And that is what we are getting, right? At least on the short-term moves. On a larger scale, we'll be looking at something completely different here for Ethereum, right? Sorry about that zoom out I did. I didn't want to zoom out that far. Anyways, I'm going to get rid of this fibs. I don't need them on this chart. Hope that works. I hope that tells you where I fit or where I chart and anchored to. So now that we finish Ethereum, right, at least I think we're done with it. I can't remember. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. So we talked about this play. Boom, nice to the upside. Great. High to low, low to high, right? Some hidden divergence. And this is why this is stagnating. So I wasn't done with the 1 hour. There we go. Let's finish Ethereum. Right on, man. Right on. Low to high, negative, less negative, high to low, high, low, low to high, low to high. There's something bullish here. I was checking for bullishness. I'm not finding it. Low to high, negative, less negative, low to high, neutral at 55.01. So there's nothing bullish or bearish happening afterwards. But we are moving sideways. And I do believe this might have some separation. I'm going to have to go check in here. Yes, we do. This tiny island could be enough for us to consider separation. And this could be some hidden divergence, and that could be the reason that we're stagnating and moving sideways. So that's what I'm going to go with for this one, and just say that this is a move, hidden bullish. And that's where we move back up. We're above 2,307, like I said, still trying to hold support, still above that 20. Tightness of the Bollinger Band starting to come in, not super tight, but some tightness. And again, we should be looking for a move to happen. Yes, no worries. Produce the beats. So that's it for Ethereum. Let's go check out Binance. Sorry guys if I'm turning away from the camera. I'm not sure how far that looks. I might have to put my notebook somewhere else. When I don't have my PC tower here, I'm going to have to be able to have the notebook here. It's not going to look as though I'm turning away from the camera. Right now, like I said, temporary setup. Still need to get cable management done. But I'm going to do that until I get the laptop in. And that's going to be the final setup. And then I'm just going to do everything that I'm supposed to do, like proper cable management. Good wiring, because right now everything's going over to this side and the laptop's going to be on this side, so everything's going to have to be rewired over to this side of the desk. I don't want to spend time gluing things for 2 months and then having to unglue everything and setting it up again. It makes no sense. It just seems wasteful of resources and of time right now. So once I get everything nice and ready, it's going to be final setup time, and that is going to be important. Let's go Binance. Binance 324.11. What? All right, Binance finally woke up, broke that 20 yesterday, or today. Oh, yeah, today. Moved up quite a bit. Oh, dude, I lost Binance. Come back to it. 5.95%. Again, alts pumped quite a bit yesterday. That is very, very nice. I was looking for a break on alts, which is good. Remember, we were looking at that. We talked about Ethereum holding on very well, and we said Ethereum might be going for it. Alts might be going for it because Bitcoin is stagnating. It's moving sideways, and it's giving that chance for alts to move, right? It did drop the alts. They dropped a lot with it. But when we see Bitcoin pump, alts have been able to hold it a little bit better, and that is very, very bullish. Right now, for the market, Ethereum is on the red, Bitcoin's on the red, 0.21%. Binance is getting 1.25%. And in general, alts are doing really good. Binance or Bitcoin by itself is dropping 0.23%, and then total market cap for alts is at 0.08, right? So it's not too bad, but at least alts are in the green while Ethereum, while Bitcoin is dumping, and that is helping the market stay a little bit positive. What's happening here with the Binance? We haven't created anything bullish here. We're just going up again. It looks okay. Again, slightly upsloping consolidation. I just don't like that part right now. It's usually bearish, but we'll let it slide for now until we get a break or confirmation. We want to go bearish. Bitcoin bringing down would be bad for the market, right? It would probably bring bearish sentiment into everything, and we'll see everything break down again. Rise and wedge. We should be looking for some action to the downside there. And we'll keep on looking at this. Neutral at 51.15 on the RSI. Neutral. Shiv appears to be breaking out for flag. All right, we can check out Fib in a bit. Low to high. Again, hidden divergence, action to the upside, high, higher high, and then here we're coming high to low, I guess. So, high to low, here we go, right? So there is some bearish divergence, strong, and that is bringing that potential for action to downside. Let's make this in the 4 hour, down to the daily, and let's roll. There we go. So let's re-anchor, reposition this, right? Again, low to high. Strong bearish divergence, move down, hit that 20, popped again, creating more strong bearish divergence. We don't have it against the RSI. We just have this against the MACD. So there we go. Bought at 64.83. That is it. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. On the 1 hour chart, coming higher, more positive, and low to high. Now high to higher high, high to low, and high to low. Look at this. Look at this, a strong bearish divergence for action to the downside. It breaks you down. Might be looking for action to downside, guys. That's what I'm trying to say. Why are we looking for action to downside? Well, it's easy. Breaking down because there's bearish divergence. We might be going for that 20. That would be the move. 20 moving average, that would be at 317 $317. All right, let's go on that daily again. We are above that 618 and trying to head for that area at the 336, which is gonna be interesting to see if we can get there. This is from the 4 hour. Did I draw this in the 4 hour here in the daily? I might have drawn it here in the daily. Yeah, here in the daily. The rising wedge. That's it for Binance. Let's go to Litecoin. All right, looks great. Thanks, I appreciate it. It is really cool. I like it. Again, it is made piece. I know the artist. If you guys are interested in that piece of art, please let me know, and I can contact the artist and ask them if they're willing to make one, and then how much. Just let me know what size you're looking for, and I can, I'll work it out for you guys. So you guys gotta let me know on the Discord, right? Just PM me on the Discord if you're interested in art like that, which is pretty sweet. I'll get out of the frame real quick, see if the camera can focus, which I'm not sure it's gonna be able to. So let me drop here. All right, I'm gonna come back into the frame and be blurred for a second. There we go, camera. You're awesome. Jinsey says, engine. Sure, let's put engine here on the list. Engine has been added to the list. Let's put it here also on the list of scrolls at the top, which I haven't checked if it is 100% up to date. Hope it's up to date. I've been saving it consistently, so there you go. Right on, let's keep rolling. Like you're getting some decent price action bear flag set up on the hourly. I'm not sure, we'll see. Let's go to that Litecoin and see what it has. Litecoin 138.74 on the daily. High to low 4.22, 3. So high to low, and I think here we're going low to high. So very slight. 4608, 4615, just very slightly higher, man. I mean, it's just barely there. If you're very strict about it, in theory we'll have that divergence, right? That hidden bearish, and part of the reason that we're stagnating here. And still moving down, still below at 20. So Litecoin not playing as good, but it could still break up, right? Still break to the upside. That would be very nice. And we are neutral at 43.41 on the RSI. Mark, what happened to Christmas lights? Although the artwork looks great. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. Change of setup. So Christmas lights are gone. They were here for almost 6 months. So yeah, change of scenery. It comes with a turf of new desk, new setup, and new everything. So it's very nice. Plus the fact that I get to stand up now for part of the stream is pretty good. High to low, high to low, and high to low. So nothing here that is bearish again. Stagnation, you can see, obviously. I mean, I hope you guys are able to start to see these things now. When you know there's triangles being formed. I mean, there you go, here, and then you go like this. So extend out. I can extend. There we go. I'm gonna extend out here a little bit more and re-anchor. Right. Look at that. Right triangle. Sideways motion. A symmetrical triangle could break it away. Hope you guys are able to start seeing these patterns. Right. Ooh, just went out of focus there. Focus on me, camera. Pick me up. There we go. I think I'm going to be battling that piece of art in the background, which is going to be interesting. It's going to be the battle for the blurriness. It's going to be the 1 hour chart. See, there we go. I'm not in focus again. There we go. I hate covering up the art because you can only see the bear. I might get another one made. Ask the artist if she can make another one and have the bull be on that side and the bear be on that side. Then if the market is bullish, I'll put the one with the bull and I'll be covering the bear. If the market is bearish, I can always put the one with the bear and be covering the bull. I think that'll be pretty sick. I'm not sure though. High to low, low to high, I guess. Yeah. There was a question here about a bearish flag on the 1 hour. I'm getting some decent price action. Bear flag setup on the hourly. Interesting. Not sure we're doing a bear flag setup right now. Something did come over from another time scale. This might be from the 4 hour daily. Let's send it back there. Sure is not from the 1 hour. There we go. Go back. I said you're free. Go back to the daily where you belong. Oh, high, right? Bearish divergence hidden. Action to downside, moving down a bit. Trying to go up a little bit. Here we go, right? High to low, positive is positive, high to low. Low to high, negative less negative, low to high. There's nothing bullish happening. We're just stagnating. And it could be because alts are feeling bullish, right? Alts are feeling bullish. It's just not Litecoin for some reason. Litecoin tends to want to follow Bitcoin. It is recovering okay, so it can keep it going. Right now, it's still on the positive, 0.38%. Bitcoin's on the positive also, 0.28, and Ethereum, 0.11. Yay, everyone's going on the positive. Ain't that awesome? Litecoin, I'm not seeing that bear flag setup, dude. It is rising. I wouldn't consider that small portion, though, just to be bearish. I'll be waiting for something to be made here, right? It's not going to look the best because it will be a Brodin wedge, right? So this is going more or less flat, and this would be going slightly higher. And then as the lines keep on diverging, you'll just have wider bounces, which again, it usually never happens. You almost never reach that top. But I would not be looking at this as a bear flag formation right now. Right? Let's check the RSR. Yeah, RSR next. See that RSR, man. There we go. Right, so we're looking for some bearish divergence hidden. We did move down a bit. Continuation of the bullishness, right? We had strong bullish. Move back up above that 20. Finally, we're sitting at 2.6 cents. It's not super exciting for RSR, but at least it is in the positive neutral at 46.29. And again, nothing else happening there, man, right? High to low, everything's good, man. We might have some divergence here. Yeah, we do. I'm gonna have to recall here on the 1 hour and say, yo, hidden bearish. Very real. It's here. Let's go to the 4 hour, man. Low to high, negative, more negative. Hidden divergence action to the upside, moving up, right? Let's zoom in here a bit. Let's check where we're at here. Low to high, that's fine. That's what I wanted to see. Low to high, high to low, bearish divergence, strong. What did that bearish divergence get us to do? Well, we dropped a bit. We dropped a bit. We went down for a bit. Here we go. Here we go. And from here to here. Right, low to high, negative, less negative, from low to high. Neutral right now, 58.60, high to low, that's it. Bearish divergence moved us down, there's nothing bullish, we're still above that 20, trying to hold support there. It looks as if the market wants to go bullish. Right? Although there's still some bearishness out there, Bitcoin particularly not playing ball. Looks as though the market wants to go bullish, right? Why am I saying it wants to go bullish? It just feels as though we don't have this bearish divergence. We failed to drop lower, and we are still trying to go higher. And even here, look, we're now slightly higher than the previous high. By the looks of it, we just moved up a little bit more, and we're creating some more strong bearish divergence. I could try to break it back down to the 20. I mean, Bitcoin was struggling a little bit. Right? But against MACD and the RSI, we'll see how this plays. If the bearish indicators start failing to play, it means the market conditions are turning bullish. How many screens do I have? 4. 5 if I count the laptop. Which again, this is a work laptop, not my laptop that I'm going to be using here on the stream. But 4, and when I get the full setup, I think I might just have the laptop screen closed. It's going to be too many screens. I think I'm going to get like light overload or something like that. I'm going to start getting a tan from so many monitors, man. I have a lot of monitors, so I'm getting a tan. Woo! Free tan. TA and tan. High to low, high to low, high to low. There's nothing bearish here. Low to high, negative, less negative, low to high. There's nothing bullish. It's just moving sideways. We did move up, now we're coming back down. Again, it's some indecision happening here, right? So good. Right on. A lot of volume on this candle. A lot of volume a couple hours ago, 6 p.m., right? Look at that push, strong. That is strong. That is strong volume. We haven't had this volume in a long time here. It could be an anomaly. It could be an anomaly, but look at that. That is just that very, very slightly thin bar that goes all the way here. Even if I zoom out, man, we have not gotten that much volume in a long, long time. I'm gonna actually have to draw a line for this volume. And hopefully it won't stay where it's at. Nah, it's gonna shift. That line's not gonna work. I wish you could have drawn a line for volume, but that's it. I would have to separate volume from the graph. I don't want to do that right now. But we have not gotten that much volume in a long, long time. Very, very nice for RSR. It's not a large spike here in volume. Right, that might not reflect at all in the daily, because the other, 23 candles are probably going to dim it out. It was looking real bullish before we closed the day. Up next, ADA. ADA. Ooh, a lot of people liking the ADA at 1.42. We're above the 140. It's good. In the daily. We broke above. We're still struggling with that 50%. Sorry, that 382. Right? 382 is still above us. But, very, very nice. We did manage to pump 0.088%. 0.88%, yeah. Right now going up a little bit more, 0.35. But, it's fine. We do have this divergence here that's putting pressure on the price, and we knew that since here. The fact that we managed to move up higher, it just speaks volumes, because we're just still struggling with this divergence. We're neutral at 50.48, sideways slightly, so we don't know where we want to go. Right now, it seems as though we're stuck in the zone. Hopefully, we'll be breaking out soon and potentially to the upside. Let's go to the 4-hour and the 1-hour, and we'll see again. Market conditions look slightly bullish, slightly bullish. Right. Slime ball 47. Can you analyze a hex? Yeah. You gotta do at the state of crypto though. Remember, anything that is asked for a request needs to go with this small tag here, or sorry, this small tag here that says add the state of crypto, and then ask it. Right, and then I'll put it in the list. Low to high, high to low, right? Bearish divergence, strong action and downside. We had moved down here. We still carried on that divergence, moved farther down. Low to high, negative, less negative, and low to high. So nothing bullish right now. But as you can tell with this bearish divergence, we're really not really breaking down that much, right? So anyways, thank you very much for that sub. We are above that 20. We're below that 20, trying to get above it, and hopefully we will. The only thing that concerns me is that we failed to make a higher high than the previous high, so high, lower high. But again, it would start to look slightly like a small triangle being formed here. I would not be able to come down here, but at least from these touch points here, looking at something like this. I'm just gonna draw it real quick. I'm gonna delete it. I just want to highlight what I'm looking at. Right, triangle formation like this. Right, that's what I'm looking at. Potentially symmetrical triangle. Might break either way. Asset of crypto hex. Sure, man. We can put that in the list. Thank you very much for that, man. It's gonna be in the queue, right? It's after 8 it's Comp, Truth, Engine, and then Hex. Very, very nice setup tonight. I love it. I love the way the stream is looking. The only thing I don't like is the camera keeps losing focus off me. So I'm gonna have to work on that. The piece of art wants to take center stage, which is fine. Nothing wrong with that. Sorry if I keep on looking up, guys. I'm making sure I'm not out of focus here. There we go. Back on focus. I just want to make sure I'm not out of focus. Which light is one that's reflecting? Is this one? Interesting. I'm gonna have to get rid of the light. Put it somewhere where it doesn't reflect on my face. On my face! It exploded. The light. Right. Let's keep rolling, man. There's nothing else here. Let's go to the 1 hour chart, man. On the 1 hour chart, low to high, negative, less negative, low to high, high to low, high to low. Low to high, some hidden divergence back here. That'll be about it. Again, it's still looking here like a triangle, right? That triangle is a triangle. Not really seeing a lot, though. Not really seeing a lot here, guys. Neutral, 51.94. Again, above that 20, which is fine. We're still trying to hold on outside of that. Back testing that 20 wouldn't necessarily be bad. Sometimes we back test and then explode to the upside with a nice pump of action. Hopefully that's what's going to happen here. And that'll be it for ADA, man. Again, triangle. If you want to look at the triangle I drew earlier, it's still here, right? It's from here to here, and then it just goes like this, right? Something like that. So close enough, right? So there's triangle formation happening. So we gotta wait for it to break. It's symmetrical. We'll be going 1, 2, 3, 4 touch points. We're still waiting for that fifth hit. Usually break on the fifth. Been trading the cable like crazy lately, but crypto is going crazy again. Be waiting for Bitcoin to go sideways enough for some action. Yes, a lot of people are waiting for Bitcoin to go sideways enough so we can get some better action, right? Again, action has been lacking. Every time I hear that system sound, it makes me worry. And you must hear that. So I'm gonna mute it to your stream. But it makes me, it's the same noise I get when the stream crashes, so I don't like hearing that. I don't like hearing that at all, man. Anyways, let's keep rolling here. Where we're gonna go, man? Up next, Comp. Where the Comp at? Comp on the daily. Look at that, beautiful. Bullish divergence going to the upside, almost 100% of that area that we're considering for this analysis, which was probably the low from here, low to high. For some reason, we still have that line. I think Comp, we need to update our fibs. I want to get rid of this. Although we did reject that zone again, I'm going to get rid of this stuff. I'm going to re-anchor Comp. And I'm going to go here from a low point. Should be close enough to the high point here and see where we drop to. 786. We're reclaiming that 50%, back testing it. It looks okay right now. We kind of stopped slightly at that 618 here on the small candle right before we continue to the upside. Again, very nice. We're looking at this for hidden divergence. We did play a red candle that said we continue to the upside, so the hidden divergence is no longer there. And that's okay. I don't mind losing hidden divergence. This is from a shorter time scale. This is probably the hour, the hourly. There we go. Oh, that's from 1 hour. Right on. So we are going up. That's fine. All right. I'm gonna measure something here. Make sure we're okay. 36%. Nice. We're going slightly higher. It doesn't look as rounded, but this could start to look like a cup and handle of sorts. Usually like that, more of a rounded U shape, but you know, it could be fine. I'm just gonna put that curve here so you guys know what I'm talking about, right? Here's what I'm looking at, right? Cup. We might start to develop that handle. We gotta wait though. It's on the daily. Might take a couple days for it to develop. Neutral. Sure, bought at 68.90, so you know that's fine. Nothing bearish. Let's go to the 4 hour. Low to high, and high to low. Great. There is a bearish divergence here. It's fine. Bought at 65.54. So low to high, negative, slightly more negative. So I'm gonna bet that we're creating some hidden bullish. Yep, we are, and that is what we're still not dropping farther down. It looks as though we're dropping a little bit more right now, but a hidden bullish could come into play, right? That's a good question. You gotta wait. You gotta wait, man. That's the answer. You gotta wait for the pattern to develop a little bit more. Because you play the cup and handle on the handle formation. You don't play it on the cup part, right? Let's go back here on the daily so I can show you. So for the cup and handle, usually what you want to see is you want to go from the high point to the low point around 50%. That's the lowest you're willing to go. Sorry, for a cup and handle to form. So what you'll be looking at is you would probably be choosing this point here as a high point. We're meeting part of the criteria already, right? So first part is you gotta have at least a 30% rally. And we already established that from the low point here to the high point here, it's about 69%. So even from the closing here to here, it's around 30%, right? From here to here, we're looking around a 30% rally. So criteria 1, checked. Criteria 2, we gotta create a cup. Cup has to be U-shaped, right? So we're making that. I mean that U-shaped cup, which again helps. Criteria 3, lips have to go out the same height. This lip is going slightly higher. It's okay though. Criteria 4, your handle has to be, or it cannot go lower than 50% of the body of the cup and handle. So our 50% would be here. So our handle would have to be within this zone. How do you know? Well, if you're looking for a bear trap, you usually be getting your hook and then you will drop. You would not be creating this handle part, right? You gotta wait for this to start forming. Right? It can be a lot smaller, right? It doesn't have to go all the way down here. It could come just here, right? And still be a cup and handle. So, it's just something that we're waiting for. Time tells what we're forming here. It's a pattern you cannot rush. You cannot do too early for detection. You just gotta go with what there is there. 1 quick second, I'm gonna get a cup of coffee here, handed to me by my lovely assistant, aka my wife. Woo! Coffee. It's tea. That is really hot tea. I'm gonna have to wait for it to cool off a little bit. Hey! There we go. Let's keep rolling. Again, you gotta wait. That's just nothing. Yeah, I know you're talking about the bear trap. You gotta wait. Right? If you're gonna get a bear trap, you're gonna get a massive drop. You're not gonna start making that handle. If you start making that handle, then you play that handle. Usually for a cup and handle, I would say try to wait for confirmation. Don't get in early. Right? And a bear trap is usually sharper, right? So this could have been a bear trap. Right, it was gonna look like a double bottom. It looks as though it's gonna play out. You're getting that movement up. You're getting that hook and drop, right? See that very nice inverse looking J happening there. Right. Andrew, what's up? Yes, recap of Bitcoin, sure. I'll do it in a second. Let me finish comp. That's all good, man. Whenever I can, sure. Whenever I can, I'll do it. I'll do it soon, man. We're still holding support, right? Very, very nice. Still above that 20. Bought at 64.94. Let's go to the 1 hour. Yeah, I know, but you know, trading. All right, trading. If you're gonna do shark trading and day trading and things like that, first things first, it's pattern identification. You got to know the patterns that you're looking for, and the patterns that work for you. Why? Because there's patterns you might identify that you notice that don't play as nice. For example, I could tell you usually when I spot a 3 rising valley, it really usually plays out, right? It's very rare that I spot one and it doesn't play out. So I know when I see a 3 rising valley, I'm okay at determining whether or not that pattern might play out. So I know my chance of it playing out positively and coming out profitable out of that trade might be better for me. So you gotta know what patterns work for you. There's patterns like, you know, double bottoms sometimes don't always play out. So, you know, there's probably other people out there that are better at determining which double bottoms are gonna play out, right? For me, it happens to be 3 rising valleys. So you gotta wait for those patterns to show up. And once you see them, you play them, right? You play them in according to your strategy, and then you go with that. That's it. There's no other secret. You gotta look at a lot of charts to find what you have or what you're looking for. Crypto, it's just one market, it's one industry. So if you're, for example, you're looking at the mining industry and there's some bad news regarding mining because of regulation, you might see the whole mining sector going down. So it's gonna be very weird for you to find that pattern on the mining industry. But you can move to other industries. You can move into construction. You can move on to, electrical, water, sports drinks, or, whatever. Alcoholic beverages. There's a lot of industries out there that you can target, and other industries might be developing the pattern that you were looking for, or the stocks might be developing that pattern, and that is when you want to take action and make your plays, right? That's why you want to be diversified and have money on different markets. That way you can always go into a market and just play what you need, when you need, where you need it, right? And waiting, yes, is the hardest part, but, searching is also the second part. And yes, trading is a waiting game. There's a little quote that goes around a lot. It says that trading is the transference of money from the impatient to the patient. And to some extent, there's some truth in that. If you wait for your pattern and you wait your time and you're here during the boring times, you are going to see these things play out. If you just come in here when the market's pumping and asking about the coin that's pumping and not looking at what's not pumping, you're probably going to end up buying the tops and selling when it drops. You're going to be giving your money away. So just be careful with that, right? Let's finish calm. Well, I like the net stream. We're moving slow as hell, though. I know I'm talking a lot, but I like the stream, dude. The flow feels good. The questions are good. And standing up is good also, right? It shakes me off of that sitting down and tired by the end of the day of sitting down, because I've been sitting all day from working, and now I can switch it up. My back is killing me right now, but I love standing up. It's killing me because I've been moving boxes all day. This room used to be a storage room. Now it's the office, the studio. Part storage, part studio. Half of it's still storage, but I repurposed it. Prepare for war, not advice. Samir Al-Wahab. Good evening. How's it going, man? Force quit. Do you know any POC trading strategies? Not sure, man. Crypto Kid Wonder, what helped me the most becoming profitable? Just don't think. Take action based on UTA. Don't think, just trade. Yeah. Make sure you're not getting paralysis by analysis, right? Make sure you're not with paralysis for analysis. I don't do a lot of POC trading, man. So I cannot tell you any POC strategies. By the way, POC is point of control. But I don't do a lot of those, man. I usually just based off I just usually trade based off divergence, horizontal supports, fibs, resistance lines, or trend line resistances, patterns, and candlestick patterns, and I guess that's it, dude. Right? Did you find they're super useful? Yeah, they are, man. Some people, like, again, You gotta find what works for you, right? For me, this works. So for some people, Elliott wave works. For me, Elliott wave doesn't work. For me, Elliott wave detects too late. For some people, you know, it's harmonics. For some people, it's you know, different strategies. There's so many strategies out there, man. You just gotta find the one that works for you, the one you feel comfortable trading, and that's the one you trade. That's the one you play, right? So you gotta try out strategies. It'll take you some time. Maybe you want to polish your own strategy based on like 2 or 3 things that you like and think might work for you. But just make sure you're not getting strategies that do give you contradicting variables. You want to at least find stuff that is coinciding. If everything starts giving you a lot of contradicting variables, then your strategies are mixed and you're not going to be taking a lot of plays, right? Paralysis by analysis, yeah, it happens to a lot of us, man. It even happens to me sometimes. Particularly when I start over looking and looking more into depth and looking at more other, like looking at other stuff as well. It's just not the coolest. You just gotta keep it. That's why we want to keep it as clean as possible, right? If you look at here, I don't have a lot of indicators. I just have Bollinger Bands, volume, MACD, and RSI. That's it. There's people that have like 50 things here on the side, and when they come like make them smaller, you'll see here it says a number like 28 or 29, 5, 10, whatever. That's what's hidden. And they look at different indicators, and the more indicators you look at, again, I told you this guys before. Confluence to confluence, yes. I told you these guys before. Like, if you want to find, if you're feeling bearish and you come and sit here and look at the chart, you're probably gonna find a lot more bearishness stuff. If you're coming here with a bullish outlook in the market and you start looking at things, you're probably gonna find a lot more bullish stuff. So you gotta come in here and sit and like really try to look at this without any emotion. Like, you gotta try to devoid yourself from emotion and just look at this for what it is. It just sticks. Don't even look at the friggin' price. Just look at what it is and whether or not there's divergence or whatnot. And don't give 2 bits about the bullishness or the bearishness. You want to know if you're in a bull trend or in a bear trend, but you can determine that by looking at where the market is. Look at this. This is going up for a long time. We're in a bull trend on comp on the 1 hour, right? We've been in a bull trend since June the 26th. Right, it's just been upsloping, and that is fine. So you gotta determine the trend you're in, because you know in a bull trend, bearish indicators have a lesser chance of playing out. Here it did play out, but we failed to drop lower than the previous low. Continuation, bearish divergence, dropping, failing to drop lower than the previous low. We could be aiming for more continuation. We are below that 20. We're trying to move back up, and what I was trying to find here was the hidden divergence that I just spotted. And so yeah, we have hidden bullish divergence. So that's why we're going up. We're hitting that 20. It looks as though we're trying to reject. We'll see. Getting above that 20 could target this zone over here at $559 or so. But just to wrap it up, if you're bearish and you want to find something that tells you the market is bearish, you're going to find it. If you're bullish and you want to find an indicator that tells you the market is bullish, you're going to find it. What you want to do is, just look at what the market says. If you one indicator says you're bearish, but 10 indicators says you're bullish, and you just want to believe that one indicator, every once in a while you're going to be right, but most of the time you're going to be wrong because a lot of the other indicators are telling you the opposite. And you don't want to be looking at too many indicators. If you look at too many indicators, you're going to start getting this contradicting data, or you're going to get contradicting numbers as to where the pump could go. Maybe it's not the pump you're looking for. Maybe you're not going to get the percentage returns that you want in that trade. So you really, really want to make sure that what you have and what you're looking at is what is, what's important for you. And just everything else, just chuck it out the window, basically. Let's go to Bitcoin. Bitcoin, 34,349. Andrew asked for a quick recap. On the daily, we broke the small trend line support, right? Which wasn't really that huge of a deal because it's just a second anchor point. Yeah, we did want to hold above that level. We'll see. It looks as though we're still above that 34,151. We might be trying to move up and maybe try to go for the 35,733. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Last thing we had was that hidden bearish divergence. In the 4-hour chart, we noticed that we are within a triangle. We have that hidden bullish helping us rally, getting above the 20, failing to get above it on the next candle, failing to sustain it. And right now we're below that zone at trying to hold support at 34,151, but we still have that 20 to break. Nothing else happening here that is bearish. Also nothing else happening here that is bullish. Could we get a continuation of this hidden bullish? Probably. But a continuation of this hidden bullish should be okay. 1-hour chart. Strong bullish divergence action to the upside. Dropped. There's nothing bearish. But we're getting continuation to the upside on the strong bullish because that's the last thing we have. We don't have anything else. Remember, we're just making a triangle. So You gotta wait for a break to happen. All right, so you gotta keep on waiting here. We need to break above 34,799 before we get to that 35,733. All right, and again, this zone was an area that we wanted to hold. Right, I have it like this, and it's a ray that comes from here. That's what this is called. It's a ray. It just goes off to the left. It tells me that is an area that I was looking for us to hold support, which we kind of broke. That being said, that confirms that this is not longer a support or a resistance, so I'm going to get rid of it. And wherever it did come, so we're going to move on to truth. Is it UFO, Andrew? I think so, right? I think it's the one we looked at the other day. Oh snap. First things, let's hide the Bollinger Bands because they just make everything look horrible right now. There we go. Ooh, I can't remember when we looked at this. It was some bearish divergence. It was on the 3rd. When did you ask for this, Andrew? I can't remember when I can check here, man. It was on the 3rd. Yay. Awesome. So yeah, I have it here in my notes. That's 7-3. So you can't see that, but 7-3, and then it says here UFO. So that's when you asked for it. That's pretty good. It was the last time we were live. So actually the upside, we had that massive drop, sideways motion, so not a lot happening there. 4-hour chart, bearish divergence, move down on that. What's in here? There's really nothing happening here still. So I'm not gonna look too much into this. Let's go to the 1 hour. We had that bearish divergence. We noticed it on the 3rd, but I think we're already on the stream. Oh, we're on the stream. Ha! We were on the stream when we had that bearish divergence, and we broke down afterwards. Oh no, snaps. The thing is that wow, it's adjusted. It just looks horrible. The RSI looks horrible. No, sorry, the MACD looks horrible. It's too tiny. It doesn't allow me to properly see this, but I do believe we're creating a bullish divergence. And I'm just gonna make up a term here. We're just compounding it. It doesn't really apply. Yeah, it's not like compound interest or anything like that. It just means that we have bullish divergence and we just keep on making bullish divergence without pumping. We had a small pump, rejection, coming back down again. Look at that. Or that's the fifth time you want to use those. You want to do that either. There we go. All right, bullish divergence. Strong action to the upside. Starting to get that rally. So we have some strong bullish divergence against the MACD. Again, the RSI is still 100%, so we cannot call it there. 0.000004. Oh, wow. Why is this thing asking for this? I didn't even have Norton security. What the hell? That's awkward. I didn't even use Norton. And this is like Norton security. Restart your computer. I haven't downloaded anything, so that's freaking weird. Can I do hex so you can go to sleep? I'm moving down the list, man. You know. Craggery, what is up, bro? Thank you very much for being here.
What's up?
Truth. Up next, engine. And then after that, we'll do hex, right? 2 more coins. I'm sorry, man. You know, you can always request on the Discord before the stream starts, and then you'll be on the queue prior to the stream starting, and then you were not gonna have to wait that long for your coin to be done. So let's go engine, then hex. Right? I just moved down the list. Let's go to engine. What is happening with the engine? You went too low internet zone? Doe. Oh, that sucks. Thank you for being here, man. Much appreciated. Engine on the daily. Low to high. Sorry, low. Lower low, native, less negative. All right. So first things first. Engine. Really sad intelligence. Strong. We almost met that target moving that head and shoulders, by the way. Keep down the daily. Keep down the daily. Against the MACD and the RSI, we're neutral. Got 54.57, still pointing up. It means we could see looking for action to the upside. High to low, positive is positive, and low to high. That's starting to create some hidden bearish number. This might start to put some pressure on that price, particularly once we reach that 618 Fib retrace. We might start to go down a bit. right? Hidden divergence. How do I know it's going to play? Well, if it goes there, this is going to go slightly higher, right? And it might break us down. I say might because we're hitting it at a resistance level. Now, it could be that it goes up and still goes all the way up here. And guess what? We'll still be making a more higher point on the other side, but we still have that hidden divergence. So it might still be that, again, we break down here. So you just got to watch. Here, we're in an area that hidden divergence doesn't always play out, but it could be certainly targeting some action to the downside. Let's go here on the 4-hour chart and see what's happening there. On the 4-hour chart, there's some kind of rising wedge edge falling. Yeah, it's a rising wedge building here of sorts. Not going to be the cleanest looking, all right? But at least, I mean, good touch points there on the bottom. And here on the top, I think right now we... All right, it looks a little bit more like a rising channel, so I might go with the channel. And if that is a rising channel, it looks as though we're trying to break out of that channel to the upside. So what I'm going to do here is I'm going to bring the trusty old channel tool to look at this and say, yo, parallel channel, come help me out. See that line? How good it is? Right? Why am I saying it's good? Look at that. Touch point there. And it's a thin line, so you know, touch point, bounce, touch point, bounce, right? So we are in that upsloping channel. I don't believe it's a rising wedge because we're breaking to the upside. Rising wedges tend to break to the downside. So if we're looking at this as a rising wedge, we'll be looking at something like this. Touch, rejection. And now we break out. You usually break out of rising wedges to the downside. So I believe we could be looking at a channel. And part of that is that we have wicks here that go to the upside and extend over that way. Double B, what is up, dude? Thank you very much for being here.
What's up?
What a background. I know. Thanks, man. I appreciate it. You were closer than you expected. Yes, you're next. Let's finish this. Again, low to high, and a low to high. Nothing here. That is bearish. Bought at 68.71. Still pointing up on the other side, so we can still go higher. Let's go to the 1-hour chart, man. The 1 hour is still getting this very, very nice action to the upside. Low to high, negative. Dude, there's some strong bullish divergence here. And it already played out. I knew. Low to high, and low to high, low to high, low to high. Still nothing bearish. Can still run up. Can still run up all the way to this point and see what it does. That's it. Not a lot happening here on engine, dude. It is have this bullish divergence, and that seems to be what's fueling this run, which is very nice. It's been a nice pump. We're going from here to here for about a 17% rally. At some point in time, we're looking at a 20%, but not too bad on the engine, man. If you hold engine, you pat yourself on the back, you're doing good. You're on your track to recover. Remember, alts are recovering. That's why the name of the stream is alts recovering, right? Are we going to start to break down? Hopefully not, man. I mean, Bitcoin has to be pretty mean for it to start breaking us down, and then we'll start to get some of that pain. Up next, Hex. Oh, snap. I'm going to have to look at this one, I guess, on Uniswap. We'll see. Oh, shit. All right, the 1 hour looks horrible. Daily makes a little bit more sense. All right, so not a lot of data. Bearish divergence, first thing I notice when I look at this chart. And I know I'm very, very zoomed out. I'm very zoomed out for a particular reason. I need to be zoomed out. This is the first time I'm looking at this chart. And I really need to get a flow for this. I like this track. I always say that. Chival. Yeah. Yeah, I'll put him on the list. I'm gonna try the other one, man. Just give me 1 second. I'm updating the list real quick. Right, so that's that, and I guess up next it's gonna shift. So we're gonna look at the other Hex chart. Very close to Valley. Let's go to the 1 hour. Yeah, it looks better on the 1 hour. So we're gonna chart this one. Let's go on the daily. Same thing that we're looking at, right? That bearish divergence is there, staring us right in the face. Right in the face. There we go. It is there where it's supposed to be, which is pretty good. Near low to high. Oh, Hex exploded, man. I remember when it was worth this much, or even this much. Went up. Anyways, there is some bullish divergence hidden. Alright, so strong bearish moving us down, hidden bullish, pumping us up, but failing to get higher on the previous high. Then again, starting to consolidate here into what looks to be a sort of triangle, at least on this last bit. And that triangle would be, yeah. Still have not made another bottom part for us to confirm where we want to go, but you know, this could be something like this. We'll see once we keep on building it, but it's starting to look like it's the beginning of a triangle, and I would start to look at some kind of consolidation. If we move farther out again, the only reason I would move farther out just be to see where I want to anchor from, and I probably want to anchor from somewhere here, which would be the main previous low prior to this main rally. To see where we've been, and where we at. Best, I mean, it looks as though we've been chilling at the Holiday Inn, right? We're right above that 236, man. Broke it slightly, held support, moved back up. All right, consolidating, man. Let's go to the 4-hour chart. Chiv appears to be breaking resistance. I'll check Chiv in a second, man. I'll put in the list. I just put in the list for you, man. But usually you gotta instead of crypto, right? Low to high, high to low. Bearish divergence, strong. Low to high on the price. And positive to less positive on the MACD. Now, if I speak slow, it's just because people say, bro, you talk too fast. And then I say, so what? Here we go. We have this. Hidden bullish. Pumping, right? Ship before close, yes. I will. Thank you very much for the kind donation. Appreciate it, man. Haha, I'm great. Thanks. I appreciate it. Ooh,
Dollar ship before close.
$sign ship before close, yes.
Audience, say it with me.
Legendary, man. That is awesome. Thank you very much for the kind donation, I really, really appreciate it. That is so awesome. Again, guys, remember, all the information I provide here is for free. So, thank you all for being here, and I appreciate your time. That's the reason why we're doing this, right? You were saying at the same time I was reading it. Yeah, it showed up really quick. Neutral at 54.8858. So good. All right. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. High to low, high to low, high to low, high to low, low to high. Hit divergence. Bearish. Stagnation, right? Potential stagnation happening here. Do we have something else? Nope. Low to high, low to high, low to high. Low, lower, negative, more negative, low, lower. I think for Hex, man, again, there's some bearishness. It looks, I mean, on the overall, it looks good, right? It hasn't dumped that hard. Sorry, I think I accidentally shifted here from Hex, which was all the way down here at the bottom. There we go. Again, Hex, zoomed out way too much. I was going to the daily. Something's off with the mouse. What? Stop. Zoom in. I command you, zoom in. Is it gonna zoom in? I think either my mouse starting to stagnate or my PC's starting to like say, why do I have 4 things plugged into me at the same time? Short-term bearish, yes, that's what it looks like. When you have this in bullish, but on the overall 4 hour and 1 hour, it seems to point to some kind of bearishness from the 1 hour. I command thee, go the other way. You're staked anyway? Ah, that's fine. That's Still good to know where you're gonna end up when you bring your money out of the stake, right? All right, so that's Hex. Up next, Shabal. Shibal Blank. Shabal and Wet. Good night, Slimeball 47. Thank you very much for being here. If someone's on Twitch and haven't acknowledged, I'm sorry. I'm still trying to pin. Getting used to having all the chats come up at the same time. The Craggery hit balance and made it rain. The Craggery made it rain. Thank you very much for that. That's the only thing I missed. Has very low volume. I know. So look at this Cheval. And I'm gonna start sitting by for the other stream, dude. I'm starting to get tired of sitting up. And it's not because I don't want to stand up, it's because, dude, I've been standing up all day. It's just been hell today. Oh snap, I dropped something. Sorry about that. There's still stuff I gotta put together on the desk, so. But very, very nice being here, man. Feels good to sit down for a bit. I feel different. I feel like I'm shorter because when I'm standing up, I'm so much closer to the top, but yeah, that's the angle that the camera has to be at. It's all good. Shabal! No volume almost. Alright. Nothing on the daily I can do, so let's go to the 4 hour. High to low. Low to high. On the overall though, high to low, high to low. So there's nothing on the 4 hour even. Let's go to the 1 hour chart. On the 1 hour chart, it looks horrible, man. You're right, there's very little volume, but I believe this pump would have been mighty. Yeah, look at this. Very nice rally here, man. Part of that stagnation, I'm gonna place on this hidden bearish divergence that it's here. I'm gonna say that's part of the reason that we're stagnating right now, but don't look that bad, right? Hey Martin, does this pump look like a takeout? The volume is super low, and Fu came from the Elon tweet. Haven't really seen Twitter today, man. The pump that we're getting right now, you mean in general, or for Cheval, or for what? I'm not sure what coin that will be. Let me know. Cheval, dude, Andrew, that's it. I'm sorry, man. I mean, there's really not a lot happening, and nothing I can do against the RSI. I mean, we could try to fib this. At some point in time here, we had some falling wedge. We were looking for a move to the upside, right? We didn't get it, so it's just been failing to play out. I'm not sure if there's just no interest in this project or no interest in this. But again, falling wedge tends to break to the upside. We just broke it sideways, and we're still going lower, man. We're not at all-time lows, but geez, feels like we're very close to that. I mean, from where would I anchor here? And here to here, maybe? I mean, yeah, some strong bullish. Got that rally, hit bearish, putting some pressure on that price. That's about it, though, right? It's a complete pump and dump coin. All right, I see. It's all good. We'll keep on running here. And now we will look at SHIB. Sorry, dude. Prepare for wire. I should have done SHIB before Shibal because you donated, but I already had it on the list, so I'm sorry about that, man. I just completely skipped my mind that you can't without donation. Let's go to the daily and SHIB. Come on, copy that. Thinking I should stream in 4K. My camera can do 4K. It's just gonna crop in the image a little bit more, so that it's not gonna look as good in the picture though. So I might leave it as it is. I'm sure I want to go 4K. All right, shoot. We seem to have some hidden divergence here, hidden bearish stagnation, sideways motion. That is precisely what we're getting. We're between that 786 and that 618. 0.000000889, right? So not a lot. Stagnating after that hidden divergence, so we're okay on the call. Control 55.03. We don't have a lot here on the daily to go on, so let's go to the 4 hour. I mean, that's 20 moving average. All right, so low to high. It looks as though we're high to low, which is very slight. Yeah, high to low. Strong bearish divergence. I mean, really not a lot I can do here. Because we just went sideways. And so we just gotta find whatever little thing we can find here, right? So slightly higher, go from a positive to less positive, and we're going to high to low here. I have to double check, man. Ooh, very slightly higher. 60.33, 60.16. I say, all right, here we can say we're moving sideways or slightly downwards. Both works. It could be either weak bearish or strong bearish. I would like it with strong bearish. It would seem to fit what we're doing with the MACD, and I mean actually downside. We move down, hit that 20. It looks as though we want to bounce. That's it. There's really not a lot happening here after that, right? Just sideways motion. For Bitcoin, it seems like FOMO for manipulation. Manipulators tweet and the volume is extremely low. Interesting. Low to high, positive, more positive, low to high. High, negative, more negative, and that's it, right? So that is hit bullish. Action to the upside, moving up. Hitting that 20, that would have been the target. We hit it once, we're hitting it twice. Nothing else happening afterwards. Low to high, and low to high. Going down on that again. There is that hidden bullish for action to the upside. We're starting to go up a bit. Right. Looking good. Looking good. We were hopeful looking at the 15-minute. We can all hope. We can all just hope a bit. Oh, I think that's gonna be it, guys. I think that's gonna be pretty tight. We covered everything. We've gone through all the requests. I'm just gonna write here no more points. I mean, we can still chat for a bit. Couple 9 more minutes before the market closes, 7 more minutes before the market closes for the next hour. So yeah, we can go with that. Yeah, thank you guys again for the awesome support you give this channel, for the donations, for the time, for the subs, for the likes. If you haven't done it, I haven't said it today, but hit that like, that bell, and that sub. I really have not been keeping track of the likes. Ooh, nice. There we go. I think I accidentally removed that. Make sure it plays again. There it is. And you also follow me on Twitter, right? Remember that. I'm also on the Twitter. And yeah. Alright, it doesn't seem like we didn't get that many viewers. Where did we peak it at? 39? Oh wow, we lost a lot of interest when we did Cheval and Chev. Interesting. We were at 41 at some point in time. Thank you all for being here. And hitting the like, the bell, and the sub. Those things are awesome. When you do those things, not just for me, for any YouTuber, it's good for the videos, right? It lets YouTube know that you like the content and that basically you're interested in what you're watching, and they'll promote the same content to other people that have similar tastes to what you watch. So yeah, it's good that you guys hit that. Hit that like. Still need to buy better lighting for me to two lights that are better, and a better boom arm. I need a larger boom arm. I want to have the mic on the back of the desk coming forward, not here on the side where it like feels a little bit cluttered. But those things will be the next upgrades. It's really interesting. Do I trade a lot using the depth chart? Sometimes depends, not a lot. It just depends on, you know, whether or not I believe there might be some moves, right? I use the depth chart, but I use a different part, let's say. Let's see if I can find here the window that I need to. See, I think it might be this one. So I'll be looking more at this. Let me get this on dark mode. I'll be looking more at this here. Basically the order book. And I like using more the order book. It lets me know where the positions are at. For example, here I can see that there's less friction for the price to go up a little bit than there is for the price to come down, right? For it to go down, there is still some support. So if I take a position here, I'll be looking for a quick scalp move, probably, if I were to do that, right? Yeah. I would use more that small volume. It's weird looking at monitors vertically. It just feels like the real estate is less, but it just things don't seem to fit the same way. It's weird. It's awkward. I'm still getting used to vertical monitors. I mean, they might be okay for coding or going through a lot of text, but wow. Thinking about shifting them sideways, maybe. I'm not sure. We shall see. It just feels if I put them sideways, I'm gonna have to like look farther to either side to be able to look at the monitor, and then it's not gonna be good. But it's all good. Yes, that's gonna be it for tonight, guys. 3 more minutes. 3 more minutes till we'll close this chart. So, how you guys' day been? Mine has been crazily heavy. Been a heavy day. Bitcoin 34,000, still moving up. Great. Like I said, Bitcoin looks as though we might be trying for this level here. Hopefully we can get there, man. How many people are still here, man? 31 people watching. Thank you for being here. So, chat seems to have died out. There's no chat. Oh man, I haven't looked at news. I haven't looked at anything today. Let's look at the news real quick. Let's get Toyn Telegraph. Toyn Telegraph. See what's happening with the Cointelegraph, right? It's weird. There we go. Didn't want to play ball, but there it is. Goldman Sachs says Ethereum popularity. You can see Ethereum become dominant in store value. Ain't that cool? NFT sells top 2.5 billion for half 2021. Nice. Pundits. Bitcoin's real quarter could see Tesla's report up to 1 million loss for Q2. That would suck. Ooh, Elon, you should start tweeting now to pump Bitcoin. See what you do by talking about Doge and becoming, you know, the Doge father. The has been pretty sideways. Oh man, that sucks. Well, I hope it's good though. Sideways is better than downwards, right? Chinese banks tell staff to recruit up to 300 new digital yuan users each. Wow, so they really want to push the digital yuan, but they want to buy in Bitcoin, right? It's like, no more Bitcoin for anyone, but you gotta sell the Chinese yuan. So they want their e-yuan basically out there. Interesting. Ha! This is from July the 1st. It says Elon Musk's attempt to pump Dogecoin fails miserably. I think he's losing his power, man. He might be losing his power, right? He's tweeting powers. He's tweeting privileges. People might just think he's in it for himself. This is what happens. Ethereum Classic prize doubled after digital currency group. 2 million. Nice. Big in danger of losing 30K. Could this be? When is this from? The 3rd? So you're in danger of losing 30K with Grayscale's big GBTC unlocking in 2 weeks. That's gonna be interesting. We'll see. I'm gonna look at this one later. I'm also gonna read this one. They look interesting. Haven't really been able to look at a lot of stuff today. It's been hectic. Look, we closed a candle at 34,000. We closed at 34,465. Very, very nice. You guys, thank you for watching. That's gonna be it for tonight. We've been live for about 2 hours. It's been a heck of a day, man. I really, really appreciate it. Guys, thank you for your time. If you like what we do, you know what to do. Hit the like, hit the bell, hit the sub. You can join us in the Discord. Links have gone out. They're posted on the top of YouTube. Thank you guys for being here again. If you believe the content that we produce here is of value, please talk about crypto to your friends, to your family, and to your coworkers. Let them know that we are here. Remember, all the information that we provide is for entertainment and education purposes only. Please don't trade based on what you see here. This is not financial advice. I'm not a financial advisor. We are just discussing ideas. And on that note, I'm going to be calling it a stream. Guys, thank you for watching. Thank you for being awesome supporters of the channel. Thank you for the likes. We did hit 39 likes. That is great. Again, remember, you can also join me on Twitter, right? Twitter's going out right now. At the StaticRip1. It didn't go out. There we go. Go out there, man. What? Twitter doesn't want to go out. That's awkward. There it is. Join me on Twitter. At the StaticRip1. And on that note, you can also join me on Discord. Thank you guys for watching. I'll catch you again tomorrow for another edition of Static Crypto. Until then.